AJ's Wrestling Review, Shaky as Life, and The Bloodline, you have been acknowledged. Metal Driver here, and today I am looking at the Ultimate Edition AJ Styles. On the side we get an image of AJ, then on the back we get another set of images, some information. But enough of the box, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at the Ultimate AJ Styles. Here we get a 360 look at the Phenomenal One. The attire looks great, and he comes with some accessories that include interchangeable gloved fisted hands, so you got blue on the top part of the hands and white on the bottom. You get the AJ Styles logo right there, painted really well. We get open hands that are painted well. The logo looks really good. There is some extra white right here, which kind of sucks, but hopefully that can come off pretty easily. And speaking of white, on the other side you get white with the Phenomenal One logo painted in blue, so that way you can recreate his pose. We get this nice sleeveless shirt that says Phenomenal One Forever. The printing on the graphic looks really nice, turned out really well. And then we get this nice black vest, sculpted nicely. I think the paint looks good on the studs here. It's not perfect, it does look sloppy on certain parts. Got some silver right here. An AJ Styles logo with some Japanese writing. Paint looks good there. Then on the back we get the Phenomenal One logo painted well, some more Japanese writing. Looks really good. And the coolest thing about this vest is that we get a hood that is soft goods, not plastic. So you can put this over AJ, you can have it hanging, so we'll see how that looks on the figure a little bit later. Then we also get some additional head sculpts, and this is brand new. Does look pretty similar to the previous AJ head sculpts that we have gotten. Here is the one that came with the Survivor Series Elite AJ, and that's a head sculpt we've seen many times, and it is different than this Ultimate AJ head sculpt. This one, this one is certainly brand new. Looks similar enough, but I mean, that's to be expected when it's based off the same person. I do like the sculpting on the face. I think it looks a little more accurate than the previous head scan. The paint on the facial hair, the lips, the teeth look good. The eyes look painted well, so are the eyebrows. Now mine does have a little bit of glue residue right here by the hairline. Not a big deal. Sculpting on the hair looks really nice. I think this turned out really well. And then the other head sculpt that we get is this one with his hair flowing, and this looks really nice. It's a very specific head scan, one that you would pose when he's doing the phenomenal forearm, or this would look good as him posing with maybe throwing the hood off or something. Very specific, but I think it's executed very well. I like how it looks. I appreciate that we got something like this. Sculpting on the face looks okay. I think the other head scan was a little better, but it is painted well. Great paint on the facial hair, the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips. Hair sculpting looks really nice. A little bit wonky looking on this side, but everything else looks really good. Then the head scan that's already on the figure is pretty much similar to the other one that we get, but it's got a stoic face. Very generic, vanilla looking, but I think it's fine. A lot of the modern AJ figures have this smiling head scan, so it's nice to have one that's not smiling. It's painted well for the most part. The eyes and the eyebrows look good. The lips look okay. Looks a little bit sloppy. The facial hair around the mouth looks sloppy as well, but everything else looks good. Good sculpting on the hair. Really like how that turned out. Paint on the tattoo here looks really good. The numbers are painted well. Nothing sloppy or mispainted. Get a nice closer look right here, so that looks really nice. I do like the torso that is used here. It's a little bit bigger than the Elite, but I'm okay. I kind of prefer this. The arms look nice. You get double jointed elbows right there. Nice elbow pad with his logo painted really well. I don't see anything that's sloppy. Okay, that's not 100% true. There is some, let me focus, missing black paint on the number 1, but not a big deal. White wristbands right here. Blue gloves with the Phenomenal One logo painted well. Same thing on the other side. Looking at the legs, we get white tights with blue designs with some black around. And that looks really nice. I like this color scheme. The paint around the waist looks really good. I don't see anything that's sloppy or mispainted. That looks really nice. Then look at the leg. We get some Japanese characters right here. I don't know if they're kanji or what's the other one, katakana. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the Japanese language, so let me know which one it is. But it's painted well. It looks really nice, crisp and clean. Same thing with the black line work around the characters and this design around the thigh. A good AJ Styles logo right here. Painted very well, so that's always good. Same thing with this logo on the side. Now I do notice that it's not perfect. There are some minor imperfections, but it's not really that big of a deal. It looks good for the most part. Get some blue knee pads, some good black line work right here. Phenomenal lettering. painted really well. This is number 1, looks really good. Happy to see that the line work around the figure looks really nice. Nothing sloppy or fuzzy looking, so it looks really good. Going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, does not look up or down very far, so it is limited because of that hair. Can turn side to side and not really tilt. Shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around, a bicep swivel, beautiful butterfly joints, double jointed elbows, hindered slightly by the elbow pad but not by a whole lot, swivel and hinge at the wrist. And speaking of the wrist, I didn't notice that it says Styles on the wristband, so I missed that. It's not really a wristband, it's actually supposed to be part of the glove, but that looks nice, painted well. Torso articulation allows him to crunch that far forward and that far back. A waist swivel, legs go that far out, so that has a really good spread. And then we do have those drop down hips, so that's really good, allows him to kick really high. A thigh cut, double jointed knees, and unfortunately it is hindered a bit by this knee pad. A cut at the top of the boot, ankle goes that high up, that far down. He has some decent ankle pivot and toe articulation. So with the range of motion and the articulation, you should be able to pose him pretty well, doing the phenomenal forearm. Drop that leg down, move it up. So yeah, not too bad. Move the shoulder a little bit back with the butterfly joint. Actually, let's pop that head off. Pop this one on. And yeah, that looks really good, especially with this head sculpt. Here is the new Ultimate Edition AJ Styles next to the Elite Survivor Series AJ. Then here he is next to the Legend Series AJ Styles. Alright, so I'm just gonna come out and say this, and this is without a doubt the absolute best AJ Styles figures ever made. Very well executed, great set of accessories, awesome flowing hair, butterfly joints that allow you to properly pose him. So if you are a fan of AJ Styles, this is an absolute must. And even if he's not one of your favorites, I think this is a solid figure and one worth adding to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to check out more wrestling figure reviews, click on the card at the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.